guess if many of you haven't noticed, I'm a little nervous. And then Ted shows up, and now I'm even more nervous. But okay. How many years here, Ted? 18? Preaching from this pulpit, I'm honored to share it. The sermon today is an attempt by me to see the words of the Lord as presented to us in the Bible from 2,000 years or however many years ago in our life today. It sounds great. I went to church, I heard the word, I went home, everything was good, and then I went about my life. But I believe if we pay attention to little clues, we will see those words in our life today. Maybe not in the same language, maybe not in the same context, but it's there if we look for it, if we open our hearts to it. We can see our lives viewed as a collection of stories. How about that time I said this story, maybe Moses sitting around, hanging out with his buds, Elijah and stuff. Can you imagine saying to God, now show me your glory? Man, that's a good story. But can you imagine how much better the story becomes when he does? His face shining like the sun, his clothes white as light, becoming a vision indescribably beautiful. I think that'd be pretty cool. Imagine today you are sitting at a table on a date with your bride, with your girlfriend, whatever, and you've prayed to have a good time, you prayed to be a gentleman or a lady, and you look across the table and you see a face that shines like the sun and becomes so beautiful that it's hard to even look at it. You have to look away because it is just too much. When Moses came down from the mountain to speak with the Israelites, his face was enlightened by God and shone like the sun, and he had to wear a veil because he frightened all the Israelites. So imagine. I believe this has happened to me, maybe to all of us. Maybe it wasn't a face, maybe it was a person, maybe it was a flower, maybe it was a tree. Just maybe it was, without any definition, just whoa. Perhaps if we allow ourselves to remember, you may recall that moment. Love at first sight, seeing our child for the first time, or the 1,000,000th time, just seeing, opening our hearts and our minds to what we look at. I wrote a song one time, and in it I said, the sun shines brightly, the air, it is so clean, the sky fills the world with blue, and the grass is so green, so perfect. It's almost a song that has written itself, this vision that we look at, a reverent, joyous love song, sung in 3-part harmony. I wanted to title this just an old-fashioned love song, sung in 3-part harmony, God, the Son, and the Holy Ghost. I believe these moments are moments when the veil, not the veil that Moses placed, but the veil that separates us from God, the veil that separates us from heaven, the universe that exists that can observe us, but we have such a difficult time observing it. But imagine the curtain creaks open a little bit and light comes shining through whatever it is we're seeing, and maybe, just maybe, that's our spiritual experience for that moment. Now, we only get a glimpse because anyone who fully sees God's face cannot live. And I mean that perhaps we have to cross over through the veil to the other side and join the heavenly host. But here on earth, we get to see it. We get to experience it if we just allow ourselves. We can't hold it. We can try and paint it. We can try and write a song about it. But it's a glimpse. And from that glimpse, the inspiration, I believe, for all our modern love songs, all the love songs that preceded us, but all our modern love songs, where we sing about that one who has touched our heart, and that one who is perfect beyond compare. Of course, then life goes on and we find out they're not. But God only gave us a glimpse of him in what we're looking at, a glimpse of our faith, and a glimpse of what exists in everyone we see, if we but open our hearts to thee. Okay, what stories we can tell about that? I'm going to ask everyone just to take a moment. Did you have such a moment? Did you see such a face? Did you hear such a song? Did you get a glimpse beyond? Okay. Hopefully you can all